What's up, everybody? So, what I wanted to discuss with you all today is a few things I wanted to get off my chest. Um, First, I want to start by saying I truly appreciate every single person that's subscribed to my channel. Like, no, no bullshit, no mince words. A lot of people have different motivations for why they want to do what they want to do. Me, genuinely, what genuinely makes me happy is having these great interactions with each and every one of you that have come to my live streams and have commented in my videos. Um, that's what this is all. That's what all motivates this about. Because usually, I'm not a people. Because usually, I'm flat out. I'm not usually a people person. I'm really, truly not in other aspects of my life. But when it comes to my soap operas or TV shows and all this together, that really does bring out a good side to me of having fun, because that's how I am as a person. I like to have fun. I like to just I'm a really blunt person. I say how I feel. I don't fake shit. I don't just I'm a type of person I'll tell you like it is. I'm not gonna smile in your face if I don't really fuck with you. That's just the way I'm always gonna be. So I mean, I know how to be civilized in certain professional manners, in my professional life and stuff like that. But when I go to my YouTube channel right now, I don't really consider myself an overly professional with that. So that's why I'm glad to be so bold and to say what I want to say. And I love that I've been blessed with a community so far that accepts me for that. And I want that going forward to continue. Like, that y'all know that I accept you as well. As much as y'all have accepted me, I accept each and every one of you as well, flaws and all. I'm just saying, I'm not expecting perfection from anyone. Like, we all like to talk, like, we all like to say things that are blunt. And that's what makes it unique. That's what makes this enjoyable. Like, I'm not there to be a police guard. Like, as a live stream host, I do have a responsibility to keep the chat safe, a safe space, of course. So if, like, I felt something got out of line, I'm gonna say something if I feel like something is going too far. However, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to just sit there and take sides and put people in the middle of things and then get in my feelings about it. That's just not my style. That's not who I am. That's not how I'm ever going to be. Like, you know, I like to just have fun and joke around. And that's how the vast majority of the people that are subscribed to my channel have felt the same way. So I want my channel to be a place that people could come and genuinely be themselves. You don't have to hide who you are in any capacity or hide how you feel. Like, regardless of whatever it's about, a TV show, if you're like, yo, fuck that character. I don't fuck with him. I want Drew dead. Go ahead. I'm here for you. I'm here for that. Like, I'm not going to just turn on people on a drop of a hat. And I don't want anyone to think, oh no, this is a shade. This is a diss video at someone. No, it's not. I'm just saying how I feel and how my channel is gonna run. Now, however, if I feel something's being dragged out too long, as far as some of the back and forth and stuff, then yeah, I'll say something, but I'm not choosing sides. I want to make that clear. I'm not here to be anyone's babysitter. I'm not here to be the principal or the boss. I mean, I deal with that every day at work. Well, no, not really. My work is I do a different type of work, but that's not the point. I'm not here to be necessarily the boss. I'm just, even though I technically am, I just don't want it to be looked at that way. Like, I accept everyone for what they are and how they feel, regardless of whether I agree with their opinion or not. But I know I like to joke, like, oh, how dare you talk about my Ava? How dare you talk about my thing? But I'm not taking none of that really seriously. I love the back and forth. I laugh at it. I sit back and I laugh after I've said all that. But whether it's Darby, whether it's Spiderwick, whether it's whatever, you all are my people. I'm not gonna sit there and get mad at you genuinely on some BS. Now, if y'all had said something that I felt went too far, then I could say how I felt. But that's not usually how I feel, though. So most of what they say goes one ear out of the other. Like, for example, with the whole, like most of Spiderquake's things, majority of the time, whatever Spiderquake says goes one ear out of the other. Because Spiderquake and I are similar, you know? We both like to get the last word, and it's all in fun. Like, we're not arguing. We're not genuinely arguing. The only time I ever once felt some type of way with Spiderquake was when the whole Bray Wyatt thing was right after Bray Wyatt had passed away. And then when he was saying, well, Bray Wyatt sucked as a wrestler. He doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm like, I could see you saying that you didn't enjoy his work. Okay, that's your opinion. But that still just felt insensitive at that time because I was a huge fan of Bray Wyatt and the guy died in real life. So it's not really fair for you to criticize someone's legacy right as they just passed away. It's not like he passed away years ago. But I get that that's how he feels, and I would never try to change his opinion. So I just let that be known that I set that boundary that I didn't want to talk about that anymore, because that would have rehashed how hard I took his death. Like I said, I really was sad when Bray Wyatt died, and I was really sad. Obviously, and I'm still sad that I'll never get to see him perform again. So that's why I said something when I said it. However, I'm not, but I don't hold anything against Spiderquake. I don't. Like, he's just a kid. And then the whole Darby and Alyssa thing, what Darby said about that Trina belonging wherever she belongs. Okay, like, did I agree with that comment? No. But it was a joke. I knew that. Darby knows that. Most of us know that. Was it a blunt joke? Yes. But who cares? So Alyssa responded. I knew that Alyssa would respond strongly enough, and she did. And there wasn't no real drama behind it. Like, so when it was mentioned in the member stream earlier that, you keep all that drama in your stream. I don't really consider that drama. I mean, Alyssa is allowed to say whatever she wants to say. Because we all know she rides for Trina. I knew she would ride for Trina, and that was just my way of joking. Getting my joking revenge. But that's all in fun. Like, there was no real BS on that. Like, there's no, cancel culture. I'm going to cancel this one. I'm going to cancel that one. Like, no. It was never like that. It's not that deep. I mean, I get that that is a sensitive topic, but it was a joke. So it's like, so at the end of the day, in my live streams, people are allowed to say what they want to say, and they could do whatever, and that's just the way that's going to be, as long as it doesn't go borderline harassment. Like, I settled something when I thought something was brewing between Last Day and Darby, but it wasn't. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Last Day is a real great friend of mine. Darby is a real great friend of mine. I love them both, so I just made sure everything was peaceful. But it's not like I was choosing sides. No, I love them both. So, like, that's just one thing I want to make clear, is that I'm not necessarily, unless it's someone's deliberately trying to attack someone, I'm not going to generally choose sides like that. Like, I love all my subscribers pretty much equally. I mean, I said pretty much because we all know my gorgeous Queen Jessica Love is God's gift to men. So yes, I love her more. But that's just, that's just me being me. But I love Tawari, and I'm so proud of her and all her accomplishments. I'm very happy that she continues to do her reviews. And I'm going to make sure I continue to watch all of her reviews, and that I'm glad that she's a presence in my live stream as well. I think I finally pronounced her name right, Tawari. I'll make sure she sees this moment in the video at some point to make sure, to see if I successfully finally said her name right. But yeah. But it's true. Like I said, I loved I love everyone in this chat. And the gorgeous Queen Nikisha as well. Don't forget Queen Nikisha, she's the Beyonce of this group. I love Becky D. I love Monique. I like Double C. I like Danny Bear 87. I like Melanie. I know me and Melanie have had our back and forth issues in the past, but I really like that girl. Because to tell you the truth, that's why, like, remember when that last summer, even when our biggest drama happened over that shirt, I did that shirt because in reality, I knew that would get her attention to bring her back to the chat room. Because I like Melanie, and I wanted that. I did that shirt as a joke. That was just a joke, and it was an immature way to get her attention. And I wanted her back because she left the stream for like 2 or 3 weeks. I know other people. I don't really care because I like Melanie. She's an Adam fan. She's passionate about The Young and the Restless and Days of Our Lives, which I like both of those shows. And I don't mind her purple heart, her million purple hearts. I don't mind it. I'm used to it. So I like her a lot, and I want her to continue to feel comfortable to come to my streams, and she will always be welcomed. Just like and I love Gemini as well. She's funny. She be having them jokes lined up about New Year's Day, and keep them coming. Cause Lord knows I'm not. Yeah, I got that shade, that joke. But yeah, I'm just like I said. But going forward, I just want to make that loud and clear. My live show. Oh yeah, and I love you too, I Spy. If I don't know if you're gonna catch this video, how deep into the video you're gonna catch it. But yes, I love you too. You've always made me feel good about when I do my reviews. You gave me the confidence to continue to do these reviews. It's true. And then and Albert inspired the reviews to begin with. I won't forget that. And Dolomedics. I love how you came up with that Party City wig line. That'd be cracking me up. And there's so many of you that mean so much to me. It's just I really do. And like I said, and I've already said it, but I like Spider Quick, and Spider Quick is always going to be welcomed in my streams too. I won't hesitate to set boundaries when I feel I need to. Given I'm the young adult, he's 16, but that doesn't mean he's not welcome in my stream. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and I'm gonna block you this day because you said something that I don't like, or you said something that might have upset someone else. If it's not that deep, then it's just not that deep. But the only thing is with Spiderquake, you like to go on and on sometimes. And I'll tell you when you're going on and on about whatever. Like this video right now has already been 16 plus minutes. I'm going on and on right now because I'm just saying how I feel. It's just, if I just ignore, but after a while you could just ignore the comment. But I don't feel like Spiderquake does any blockable offenses. So I'm not going to block him under any circumstances, because that's just not going to happen. I know I'm not going to let a 16-year-old rile me or my chat rile me up like that. I'm just not going to do that. Especially when I know he's a good kid. It's just like, that's just the way I feel. I'm not going to switch up and change anything. It's not that I'm shaming anyone else and how they run their live streams. They're allowed to do that how they do fit. But I just want, the point of this video is to tell you how I feel and why I do the things that I do and say the things that I say. Because that's just, because honestly, you guys, each and every one of you provide the perfect escape after a long day of work, after doing my schoolwork, making sure I'm getting these papers done right, after whatever. This is the perfect little escape at night. And that's what, and all the positive vibes that I've gotten, including from Albert. And like I said, this all wouldn't even be possible without Albert himself. I really, really respect Albert. I consider him the greatest live streamer of all time. And I'm very grateful that I came across his chat that day. I remember it was January 4th, 2021. Because I was actively looking for someone that was Team Ava, because the majority were. Remember when Carly threw that huge temper tantrum when Ava took Avery back because Sonny was presumed dead? And I thought Carly was tripping and out of line, and a lot of people did too, but a lot of people were still riding hard for Carly, even though they know she was wrong. But Albert called Carly out on his shit, and he likes Carly, so I'm like, you know what? I like this guy. Now, to be honest, Brock TV was still my main priority to watch for that long time to be, because like I said, at that time, Brock TV was my only main outlet for escape when I was taking 60 to 70 damn calls every day on the phone. I want to hear Brock TV. He makes me laugh and whatever and have fun. But eventually, but I liked Albert too. Like when Albert did his reviews about General Hospital if the stories were slower, then he wouldn't hesitate. He never hesitates to just say how he actually feels about the show, and I was here for that. But just during my but what drew me to his channels was after the like whenever I felt something I was upset about on the show, I'd be looking forward to Albert's review to so I could comment and be like, yep, I agree with you. Yep, that absolutely sucked. I was like, that should have never happened. Oh no, or this, that. But outside of that, but majority of that time, I would just wanted to make sure I prioritized Brock TV's reviews. But then Albert started doing those live streams. At first, I was like, there's no way I would go to a daily soap opera live stream. Are you crazy? But I'm glad I was wrong, because one day I checked it out. Until in the beginning, he was calling me Clark. I'm like, who the hell? Don't nobody call me Clark. But once he learned how to pronounce, I know he always feels so bad about that, but he really shouldn't. It's fine. I still messed up on Tawari's name. I still feel I might be messing up her name. I hope I'm not. But there's nothing to feel bad about. But once he did actually learn my name, and then I saw what a genuine person, good person he is. Like, I remember when people were backlashing that they made, I believe, was it Superman's son bisexual? And then at that time, I was a closeted bisexual. So when Albert defended that their decisions to do that, I was like, I saw Albert in a whole new light. And then I started connecting to his live streams as well. And then that's when I met a lot of these excellent people like Becky D, CW, Alyssa. And then Darby came along, the Queen Nikisha, Melanie, and all the rest, the Queen Jessica, and Rihanna, Janet. A lot of y'all really good people came around, and then that really shifted my perspective of that. And I grew close and I became friends with Albert, and he's still my great friend to this day. He always will be. And I will always respect him, you know? Because Albert Bostic, like I said, I consider him the greatest live streamer of all time. He manages about 50 to 60 different people. And now, and I'm always going to admire him for that. And I want the very, very best for Albert Bostic, because he deserves the very, very best. He's good people. It truly is a friend. He truly is my good friend. But, like I said, as for my live streams, I have certain things on my live stream that I'm not going to be as strict on. Like, for example, if someone wants to call the Logan sisters trash, be my guest. Now, someone calls even when Darby jokingly calls my Ava trash, I'm fine with that. You know, I'm going to defend my Ava because that's my Ava. Yeah, I know I love me my Ava, but I consider that all in fun. That's stuff like that is fun with me. I'm not going to just pretend to be what I'm not, and be like, oh well, okay, but we're with a sensitive. When you're with a sensitive crowd, you have to think about how, if the majority of the crowd is women, then you have to, if they're not going to want to hear that. I mean, I understand that to an extent, but as long as you're not speaking directly about them, or to them that way, or their loved ones or whatever, then that goes one ear out of the other. I mean, just as long as we don't just overdo it, then I feel it's fine. But like if an occasional bitch word or be like or if Audra is being a slut one day, and a slip up comes out, then and they say that on my channel, I'm fine with that. Because it's a soap opera, especially when it's based off of the soap operas. And when it comes to real life people, then hell no. Like, don't talk to my fellow subscribers that way, joking or not. I won't play that. But as far as these fictional characters, I don't give a damn. Say what you want to say. Like I said, that's how I want my streams to go, though. I want my streams, people could just come into my streams, feel how they want to feel, say what they want to say, and I'm perfectly okay with that. And ultimately, and my goal is, as much as I want to try to do advertising and stuff like that, like I said, I want to be totally my authentic self. And how I could be authentic, because what makes me comfortable around people is once I get to know certain people, and then that's when I let them in. But I don't want to just be this clickbait thirsty guy to survive on YouTube. That's why I'm glad I finally linked my other profiles to my channel, so y'all can subscribe to my personal channels as well, because I'm going to just start posting even more soap opera content or just regular content on there too. So I want y'all to follow. If y'all have those things, y'all can feel free to follow me on there and look out for my posts. And I hope that just attracts people naturally, and then eventually finding friendships that will, or building bonds through certain forums and websites. That's the way I always have enjoyed those interactions. Like before Albert formed his live streams, I was always on Soap She Knows websites, on their forums, and communicating with people like Rand Simona, and I believe even our very own Alicia, who I also love, by the way. Like I said, there's so many of you that I love so much. More than y'all will ever know. Like I said, and I want that love to continue, and I just want to spread more positivity my way, and then I'm hoping that leads to even more people, because what I want new people that come into now, even whether you watch the soap operas or not, you're still welcome to be a part of the experience. Talk about your day, talk about whatever. I'm cool with that, as long as you don't come in and just get angry that we're speaking about the soap operas. Don't just try to be like, oh, why I hate coming here because I always just talk about soap operas. Like, no, you could just then say what you want to speak about as well, but don't try to just take over the whole thing and be like, no, talking about soap operas is a dying genre. Why are you're just wasting time doing that? You should just be talking about the new primetime TV shows. And be like, no, if you want to talk about the primetime TV shows, then cool, tell me all about it. Then I'll check it out and I'll watch it with you. And we could talk notes about it. Like I said, you'll have me on my Instagram. That's my personal Instagram, my Snapchat and whatever, and we could talk about that there. And you could talk about it in the live streams, and I'm cool with that too. Or what I would recommend to that too, if you feel overshadowed in my live stream for whatever reason, then leave the comment in the comment section during the replay, and I will make sure I get to each comment, and I will give thorough thought into it, even when I'm busy throughout whatever. Like if I gotta do it during my lunch break or whatever else, I'm committed to this. I just want to build a solid community, continue to build that up. My late night community, it's gonna be around 10 o'clock. Filters off. I'd rather end your evening with laughter. That's the way I want my streams to continue moving forward. That is what it is. I know in life you have to always evolve and want more eventually, but if one day we have over 100 people in that chat every night, nothing would make me happier. But even if we have the same 14 to 20 people to 30 people that we still have, I'm still grateful for each and every last one of you. I will always be very grateful to every last one of you. And I just want to make sure that's never forgotten, and it won't be. And you know how I show my appreciation? By letting you be yourself. That's just how I truly feel from the bottom of my heart. Like I said, I love each and every one of you. And I love my gorgeous, flawless, wonderful woman of the world, Jessica Love. You are the light of life, not just my life, all of life. Without you, I feel incomplete. It's been days since you've been in either stream, and it feels like years because every day without you is a day I don't want to live in. You, Jessica Love, are just the gift that keeps on giving. And I sure hope that whatever has your attention is worthy and knows how lucky they are to have you. I hope a very rich man swept you off your feet and treats you like the royalty that you are, because you are that special, Jessica Love. You are. And I'm going to keep you on that pedestal because that's where you belong, on a pedestal. Because you are all that and then some. Okay? That's just a fact. But yeah. But that was my first installment. I'm sure I'm going to make other videos that will be significantly shorter probably than this because I just had stuff to get off my chest. But I feel good. But I feel good now. And like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing y'all 5 days a week, 10 p.m. Eastern time frame. And the stream should last anywhere between an hour to an hour and a half. Maybe sometimes it might be a little bit over 2 hours, somewhere in that ballpark. But I'm looking forward to continuing to bond with each and every one of you even more. And I love you all, and I hope you have a great night. See y'all. Peace. Or a great day, depending on when this is loaded. But see y'all later. Peace.